Welcome back to Shred Saturday. Are you ready to challenge your coordination? Because this is my kind of bar. Karaoke Squats.
You think you got what it takes?
In this sequence, we are challenging coordination. We will start by jumping on the balls of our feet and landing in the squat position and returning up. You will then travel across the floor doing the karaoke, also known as a grapevine, which is great at wedding receptions, and then continue to jump on the balls of your feet twice, land in the squat position, jump up, and repeat.
Note, this is an advanced movement.
Yes, thank you, Bunny. You have to be extra careful because you will be traveling in the frontal plane, which the body is used to moving in the sagittal plane. Karaoke squats are great for challenging your coordination, and you'll reach your anaerobic threshold faster by adding this sequence between your sets. Now, if you've played soccer, danced, or did cheerleading, you will especially love this sequence. So get pumping.
You've seen them before, but this time, it's different. And this time, it's
personal.
You looking to add some width to them arms? Then
Open up your ear holes.
welcome to another variation of
Bicep Curls.
You may think you know it all, and you may think you've got them biceps all mastered.
But you don't.
Pay attention closely, because in this lesson we're going to learn how to add some width to those biceps. The first thing I want to point out is my special little variation that will increase the size of your arms tremendously. These ain't your sissy basic curls. These are
Monster Curls.
so rude. What a lot of people don't seem to realize when doing bicep curls with barbells is that this simple adjustment not only adds a little stretch to your biceps, which increases your range of motion, but it also increases the time under tension.
More time under tension means the muscles being contracted longer, therefore you're going to make
Even more gains.
By having your elbows slightly in front of your body, almost resting on your rib cage, you are increasing that stretch in your biceps, almost like you're doing a preacher curl. This simple adjustment can make all the difference in the world when you're doing standing bicep curls. Now that we've got that covered, let's move on to the widening. If you put your hands in different grips, this will target different parts of your biceps. Having your hands narrower on the bar is going to target the outer ridges of your biceps. And having your hands on the outer part of the bar is going to target the insides of your biceps, giving you that width you've always been looking for.
Back to the frontal plane with invisible jump rope. The invisible jump rope is also an excellent filler for between sets, increasing your cardio. I advise you to proceed with caution so that you don't fall unless you enjoy
face plants.
Are you tired of heavy things falling on your head? Do you want to raise the roof more? Then we have the perfect product for you.
Overhead press.
Raise the roof! Raise it! Let's all be honest here. Everybody wants to press heavy fallen objects in an upward fashion and then toss them in a superhero manner. This is a perfect exercise to achieve such an ability. Although this exercise can be done sitting down, by doing it standing up it uses more muscle groups, more control, and therefore is a more
Dominant exercise.
Start with standing with your feet shoulder width apart or together. Your core must be engaged the entire time, and as you're pressing up, your shoulder blades slide down the back. Look at that clean movement. And that's exactly what it is, a clean. A clean starts with a hip thrusting action, much like the deadlift, Only in this movement, your elbows drive directly upwards and you flip them down, rotating the barbell into a front rack. Next, you send your thoughts to your traps, deltoids, and triceps and drive upwards. If you're looking to do a more advanced version of this technique and hit your traps more, put the barbell behind your head. This is an incredibly advanced move and should only be done if you've already mastered the overhead press.
Warning, warning, warning!
This exercise requires extreme concentration.
In no way is it alright to be using your neck, bending it forward, or doing any kind of
Weird craziness like that.
Your core is still engaged, the shoulder blades slide down your back, the only difference is the bar goes behind the head.
Now we're getting technical!
Superheroes! Din, 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 din. You want to be a superhero? Then you should do this superset.
To infinity and beyond!
Not yet, Lyd. This sequence can be done as a full body warm-up or a workout. You can do this sequence in many variations.
But here's mine.
As mentioned in the overhead press sequence, we're going to start with a clean. Once you're in that front rack position, you're going to do a front squat, thruster up, which is a squat and an overhead press, immediately into a back squat. Once you're at the top, you're going to do a front lunge, back to the top, front lunge with the other leg, and then we're going to repeat the sequence. Once we've repeated the front squat and the back squat, we're going to do the same thing, but the lunge is going to go in reverse.
This is how you go beyond to infinity. Feet shoulder width apart and proceed to the deadlift position. You will then clean the entire house. Front squat and press up. Back squat and up. What you're engaging now are your glutes, your quadriceps, your hamstrings, and of course, the core. We are currently working in the sagittal plane, and now we are going to incorporate the frontal plane. Yep, which is to the side, just like in the karaoke squats. Curtsy, ladies, curtsy. Work that booty. And add the jump squat. Down, one more, and
Complete!
yes, and now remember not to let your knees pass your toes in the squat or the lunges. Keep your back lunges deep and drive through the heel to stand up. I love adding the curtsies. Not only is it an elegant movement, but it also gives the booty the spherical shape, incorporating your abductors and adductors. You are also now working, once again, in the frontal plane. And skyrocket with the 2 bounces at the end for that last calf burn.
Superhero style.
Congratulations on your acceptance to DOMS.
Subscribe at the bottom. Subscribe at the bottom. Subscribe at the bottom. Subscribe